right? You've ended the, instead of repeating the cycle, you are now entering a new cycle, a new chapter, right? So again, I'm getting like this, again, like a new way of being for you, but you just kind of need to realize that you have stepped into it. So again, the people that are coming into your life at the moment, you may notice that everything is changing, okay? Again, maybe you're switching career path, you're meeting new people. There's definitely like just a lot of new in your life, and the new in your life is quality. So you went through a shedding stage. Now it's time for you to step into this new version, okay? And this version of you doesn't look like the old version of you. Like the surrounding doesn't, like it doesn't look like the people you used to hang out with, right? Things were definitely keeping you in a box. And again, you've shedded all of that and stepped into this like new version. And all of these things are coming in for you, blessings. Okay? So if you guys want me to go deeper into this message, let me know. Also, let me know like if you want me to go deeper into the past person or the new people, or like what's going on. Let me know in the comments. If it resonated, let me know in the comments. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And I'll see you guys in my next reading.
Autism in high IQ women can be easy to miss. It starts quietly.
Hello, beautiful Earth Angels. If you're seeing this reading, it is no coincidence. There is such a strong channeled message coming through. I was literally reading through this poetry book, opened it to page 191, angel number 191. And it's so funny because it's just when I was kind of aligning to do a reading, and it says, crack on. It says, crack on with whatever it is you're doing to bring yourself a sliver of joy in this short life, my friends. Anyone with the time and capacity to judge you really needs to go and find their own magic. It's a dark road if you're traveling in disguise and loaded down with shame. Be unafraid to shine that quirky light. It will lead the way for so many and free your soul from the box you've been squashed into all this time. It says it's a dark road if you're traveling in disguise and loaded down with shame. It's like crack on and do it. And it reminded me of the other day. I literally pulled up to go to the shop, and then I got the coffee afterwards. I was just in this car park, industrial state. There's like coffee shops, you know, fast food chains. And there's this guy in his car. I'm like, where's that music coming from? I look over, and there's this guy in his car playing the trumpet. Like just casually playing the trumpet, but like to all this jazz music. And I was like, oh my God, this is the best thing I've ever experienced. Imagine just being in such a boring, mundane, like industrial park. There's no authenticity. Everyone's zombies. And then you have this guy playing the trumpet, the most randomest thing. Like, oh, let me pick a spot to practice playing my trumpet. Let's not do it at home. Let's just go drive to a random car park and bring vibes. And you know what? Anyone else, like if that was me, I feel like people who have a higher awareness are more self-conscious, because to be self-aware is to be conscious of yourself, to be aware of your existence. So the more like conscious we become, the more self-conscious we become. What will people think of me? Or they might think this or that, or people might find this annoying. I'll tell you now, the thing that you think you're going to get judged for is actually this thing that people wish there were more people doing in this life, right? There might be like this element of shame or embarrassment. Oh, I could do this, start this platform, I could teach people this, or I could perform this, or I could just walk out the house in this, or I could go to a field and do like yoga. But what if you feel like, oh, what if people look at me and think, ooh, this or that? But you know what? It's like it says in this book, you guys, anyone with the time and capacity to judge you really needs to go and find their own magic. Yeah, anyone with the time and capacity to judge you
Hello, how are we?
Really, isn't someone that's worth their opinion is so weightless, like it's so limited, like it's so confined and ignorant, right? So, guys, this is like crack on, do the thing, or this is confirmation for you that if you do the thing that you actually think might be a bit weird, or maybe a bit like, I don't know, misunderstood, or it's just random, or just like, can I do that? Yes, you can. You're not going to be judged for it. You're going to be inspiring. You're going to be captivating. You're going to be igniting. You're going to create energy of actual aliveness and difference and authenticity in the world. And that's just so rare nowadays, right? Like, we really could do anything, but why don't we? There's all these construct of all these rules and normals, but this is the thing, you guys. This is what keeps us trapped, is those constructs. So why not? Why can't you go play your trumpet in the car in a drive-through? Like, why not? Why can't you go and do that? Like, there are no rules. This is the thing. We are literally conditioned in a society where there becomes like rules in a way, and it's all unspoken, but somehow we all have the same ones. Like, oh no, couldn't do that. Oh no, couldn't do that. Yes, you can. Scary, but I promise you that you will never be judged in the way that you think you will. You really won't. The things that you think would be weird or embarrassing are actually the things that would make you so magnetic, make you so alive, and like I say, fun, igniting, inspiring. I don't know. I just think the things that we hold certain feelings around, I think that's how you know if they're powerful ideas. If you're scared to do something, that means that's a really powerful version of yourself. So powerful that you are scared of the thought of it, right? So this is like, yeah, crack on. Crack on with whatever it is you're doing to bring yourself a sliver of joy in this short life. Even doing readings outside sometimes, I'm like, is someone listening to me? Do I, like, they're probably listening thinking, what on earth is telling me, but I don't is a sign that my ego and its hold on self-importance, what people think about the songs that I write or how it impacts the world or anything like that, is diminishing. My voice and wanting to sing is diminishing. My wanting to have lots of friends or even my beauty of my face is diminishing. Everything is diminishing into the nothing, and that's what this deathless death is. Your avatar is a deathless death, and if we don't stay in our 8th chakra or higher, the deathless death will kill us. This is Shirai's piece. At the 7 o'clock position, which is very significant, there is a dead person or someone going through a deathless death. There is a Eiffel Tower. The Eiffel Tower goes into a technology that looks like it's under the Eiffel Tower. There's a god there. Your soul goes into the body of that god, and then it makes a decision from there. On the left, you can go and become an elven being. But above the head of the person who's passed away, which represents Shirai, going through this deathless death, you can burst out of a world, like break out of an egg, which probably represents Pisces, breaking out of Pisces, going to the king, which is Aquarius, and then moving your consciousness, who has become a vibration, a consciousness, and a master of air. So the word fairy has the word air in it. You're no longer born of water. And that's exactly what Jesus tried to get us to understand, to become a master that walks on water or flies above water as an elven being or a fairy. Some people call them luminaries. There are light fairies or light elves, and there are dark elves. The dark elves live underground. The light elves live above ground. So that this elf over at the 11 o'clock position burst out from being inside a planet says that this person, Shirai, is going to become a luminary, not someone who lives underground. But when you look at the Eiffel Tower and you turn it where you're looking under the base of the Eiffel Tower, was underground, under the Eiffel Tower. Of course, if we're in the upside down world, then the god that's under the Eiffel Tower would actually be in the right side up world. The unicorn is explaining to Shirai that your brain is a receiver and a transmitter like a radio. The sand in between your brain begins to fuse together, forming crystals. These crystals begin to emit a radio signal that was once dormant. One way to look at it is God was dead within you, and then it resurrects or rises as Jesus or Osiris was resurrected, and it becomes awake where it was asleep, as if dead but not. They do say that the elven beings don't die, but they do sleep. They also say that Vishnu went to sleep, and the demons knew that he was going to kill them. So the demons terrorize the humans in the age of Pisces. When Vishnu wakes up, he's going to destroy them. Means he's going to destroy Pisces, water, so that we can be all birthed of air and move and fly and go on a new train to a new world. 9 3/4 represents that you have made it with a hat on your head at a 45-degree angle angel. And 3/4 represents 34, 3/4, which is the queen, which is Aries, meaning that you're moving forward in time. You're not falling back into Aquarius. Jack and Jill went up the hill to fetch a pail of water, but Jack fell down and broke his crown, and Jill came tumbling after. Our crown, our 8th chakra, is very, very important right now. And keeping it active
and doing your meditations and your breathing and your recapitulations, and don't talk about your past too much. And if I talk about my past and it triggers you to think about your past, then I just encourage you to take that moment and recapitulate your past so that you can heal any tears in your energetic field and protect yourself at this time. Let's look at the information behind the elves. Did you know in The Lord of the Rings, when Tolkien named Gandalf, it's an actual name of an elf named Gandalfur, which means magic elf? When you watch Lord of the Rings, Tolkien did his research into Norse mythology very well about how the elven beings were, how they operated, where they lived, and how they avoided people who lived under the earth or the orcs because they contaminated their energy. The dwarves lived under the ground and they had a special power or ability to move through stone. We saw that when we did a reading about the dwarves or the gnomes and how they had a special connection to mountains and stone. They actually time travel and move through portals through stone. So the dwarves, the dark elves, they have a special ability and a special power. And I don't know if they're necessarily dark in their hearts, but Snow White and the Seven Dwarves,